Hi folks, and welcome back to my Jedi Knight story series of Star Wars The Old Republic. Anyway, if you've been following up to this point, then you know we're on Corellia. We're almost done with the 1 through 50 storyline, and also you can see I just popped from turning in that last quest, and I just hit 50. But that's not going to stop me or deter me. I'm going to keep going with this storyline until we finish it. I also have my next 2 gear sets all ready to rock and roll, so we are ready to shimmy and shake all the way to the end of this storyline. Anyway, if you guys are wondering how I got here, I basically just took the speeder point over from the Blastfield shipyards. It's going to take me right to the Labor Valley. I also thought this was just kind of cool to show that, you know, instead of like a normal train type method of locomotion on this planet, they use more of like a rocket sled, which I kind of dig. It's a monorail, but one that looks like it has a freaking jet turbine on the back end of it. So, thought that might be fun to show. Anyway, so when we last left our heroes, a reappearance by General Varsuthra, who we remember from the Coruscant, Terrace, Nar Shaddaa, Tatooine, Alderaan phase of our quest lines, where he was in charge of many of the weapons of mass destruction that the Empire, or not the Empire, the Republic had built, and we're trying to keep that out of the Empire's hands. So it's kind of cool. Like, again, this is your life part of the storyline, where we just basically see a reappearance by most of the major players from the first part of our story, and I dig that in such a big way. Anyway, here we are in Labor Valley. Labor Valley is a little bit more of the same of what we saw earlier in the Blastfield shipyards. So there's a lot of roads to get to a place, but you're not going to know which ones take you where. I am going to tell you that this northern one is obviously going to lead you to this upper area up here to the right. I'm going to head over this way, but to save time, I'm just going to pause, and when I get there, I will unpause, and we will continue the story. All right, guys, we are there, and I'm coming into the gate right now. Let's start this baby up. So we should see General Varsuthra in here, probably towards the back. Alright, and let's see what he's got for us today.
General, my forces are on the way.
Glad to hear it. An agent with SIS is bringing us the latest intel on Master Braga. In the meantime, we should form a battle plan to drive the Empire from this sector. It's running riot here. Lagrem Thrakis is one of the chief suppliers of the Republic's war effort. She owns half the facilities in Labor Valley.
The Empire appropriated my weapon factories. They're stealing billions of credits worth of firepower.
My forces will retake this entire sector, starting with your factories.
I hope so. They've been in my family for generations.
I recommend devoting all Jedi forces to removing the enemy from those weapon factories. We certainly need munitions more than the Empire. It's a priority signal from the Supreme Chancellor. Excuse me.
There is more to this than weapons, you know. The Empire also seized my company's base of operations. I want it back. If you were to allocate forces towards liberating my corporate offices, I'd be extremely grateful. And I do mean personally.
Why would the Empire raid your corporate offices?
I've never trusted Corellia's banking system. I convert all my company's monetary reserves into precious resources. Many are hidden beneath the offices. The Empire hasn't found my resources yet, but given enough time, they will. There's no telling what they could do with all that wealth. I run a multi-trillion credit corporation. If you help me, you won't be disappointed with your reward.
Man, do we look like a ragtag bunch of Jedi.
Never seen this many Jedi in one place. Blasted impressive. If we're going to retake those weapon factories, your people need to go now.
I want those weapon factories cleared of all Imperial forces. Don't let the enemy escape with any munitions.
General Varsuthra, we've learned the Jedi traitor Braga has sent a strike team to destroy Labor Valley.
What could destroy this entire sector?
The Sith have invaded a chemical refinery to create an improvised bomb. The explosion will release a massive toxic cloud. That
ain't good.
Will kill everyone here and drift into the adjacent sectors, potentially millions of fatalities.
Point me to this chemical refinery. I'll handle the rest.
We still don't know which chemical refinery the Sith have, but we do know which chemicals they're gathering. Shutting down all the chemical pipelines feeding the refineries won't stop the Sith. However, it will give away their location.
Contact me when it's done. May the Force be with you all.
Alrighty. So, pipelines. So, similar to the idea that we just had in the last area, there's 3 locations we have to go to, and there is a bonus quest, and I'm just going to give you guys a pro tip. The bonus quest is about how many bad guys that you're killing. All 3 areas are connected in the sense that they all contribute to the bonus. So, I can't remember what the max count is, if it's something like 20 or 30, but if you kill up to like 18 here, then you're 18 through it. And then these all continue to add to that overall total. So if you are going for the bonus on this one, just know that if you cleaned out one entire area, you can still continue that bonus area, or that bonus part of the quest, by going to the next area. Okay, I do have a bit of a drive to do, so I'm going to go ahead and pause until I get there. Once I get there, I'll show you what the inside looks like. This is the closest we get to a busy quest on Corellia. It's not 100% tied to our overarching goal. You know, we've got a bunch of different locations to go to, so just bear with me, guys, and we're gonna get this sucker done. All right, folks, welcome back. So I'm in the general facility. I'm in the general vicinity of all 3 objectives, and I just want to mention that when you start from the Republic base, you do kind of have a crazy drive to get here through these tunnels, going way north and then coming back down and around. So just kind of be aware of that it's not a linear path just straight to the west. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start from the north, and I'm going to work my way south. Bit of a war zone, but the cool thing about this is you can climb this rubble over here to the sides and hopefully skirt around some of these fights so that you don't have to fight everything in sight. Here we go. Alright, the other thing I'll mention too is that these little factory areas are very, very similar. You know, so if you kind of have the pattern for one, you kind of get the gist of all 3. And look at that. Droids aren't very smart, standing right next to that bomb. This ramp, fight the droids at the top, right here. I'm gonna send Kira onto this one. I'll take the one in the back. Something else is shooting at me. Oh, it's below. Alrighty. So guys, I'm going to click on this console, and then it's basically rinse, lather, repeat for the next 2 areas. Alrighty. And this is what I was talking about with the bonus. So we're at 12 for 30. I remember the very first time I ever did this quest, I was like, wait, but there was only 12 bad guys. Where are the rest? And I mean, I scoured this place trying to figure out if there's something activatable to get more. Honestly, and you'll see these markers just stay in all 3 of these areas. Truth be told, you can go to all 3 and complete the bonus that, you know, in any 3 of the areas. You're just gonna go, there's bad guys in each, they all count towards the end goal. Alright, next up, I'm gonna go to this one. Get there, let's cut through some of this rubble. Guys, remember, stick up a little bit to the high side, and that should hopefully help skirt you around most of the trouble. This one's gonna be kind of tricky. Flames, fire, burning, ah! Okay. Well, looks like we're alright. Okay, here we go. Not too shabby. Wow, that's a lot of opposition between us and that door. Alright, let's take this guy out. Great thing about saber throw, you don't have to necessarily be looking directly at your opponent for it to land. So as you can see, it's the same setup. It's that, you know, L-shaped configuration, ramp that goes up, console at the top. So this time I think I can avoid getting aggro from those guys down below. We'll see. Yep. Beautiful. Alright guys, one more to go. Gonna rocket boost out of here. Alright, I believe the last one is to the east. So as soon as I step out of here. Cool. Little hole in this gateway. We'll call that a pro tip. I actually don't think I knew that that was there. Kinda got lucky. Last but not least here. Here's our door. More droids to kill. Let's get rocking and rolling. Also guys, don't forget, if you are a scavenger, yeah, feel free to scavenge up these droids. I mean, you're gonna see me kind of pass up on all of that just because, honestly, I just don't really need the mats. But, I mean, if it's your first time through the game, waste not, want not. You know, go ahead and scavenge everything in sight, especially droids. You know, I mean, you did the work to kill them, you might as well reap the benefits. I need 3 more. I think there's just 1 up there, so I'll take out this group. What a marathon. Man, I've how many levels has it been? Something like 30 levels in the last 2 days. Don't try this at home, kids. unless you've got some serious gas in the tank to do it, man. Alright, let's take this holocom call.
General, I've shut down the chemical pipelines.
Stand by. Agent Helver is collating the data. Did you run into much trouble out there?
There were a few troublemakers who soon saw the error of their ways.
That's one way to put it.
How much fun it is to work with you. Hang on, we're getting something. One of the chemical plants was siphoning accelerite. We found our Sith bomb makers. I'm sending the coordinates to you and your strike team now. They'll meet you inside. Hurry.
Alright, rock and ride. Let's get to the chemical plant. Alright, and this one is back on the west side of the same section. Thankfully, we don't have to go too far for this one. I am going to pause, though, give you guys a quick break, and I'll unpause when I get there. Alright, here we go. Let's head through the gate and see what the game has in store. Well, they don't look friendly. Oh man, look at that. That's just great. Alright, so guys, there's a couple ways to do this. I, kind of cheat like hell. Instead of going straight down the middle, what I like to do is I like to come up here to the top and just shimmy and shake my way up through this area. I will take some flame and fire damage, but, this way I don't have to fight everything under the sun to get through here. Cheesy, yes, but if it wasn't cheesy, why bother? By the way, in the rotations for the Jedi Knight, honestly, I should be getting Plasma Brand out way sooner than I do. But usually during the leveling process, I'm usually popping Blade Dance first, then Plasma Brand, because then that refreshes the cooldown of Blade Dance. But Plasma Brand is just, it's an outstanding burn. And yeah, I sit on it way too long when I'm just leveling. So just as a note, you know, definitely check out DPS guides online. And they will let you know like the optimal rotations for your class. This looks like a rather big pull. Let's do it. Bad guy. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, the system controls. I'm sorry. This is where you go in just a minute. I apologize, guys. Let's get down here. Just forgot to click this panel. I know somebody was watching it going like, dude, you forgot the panel. Why did you forget the panel? How could you possibly miss the panel? Oh my gosh. You suck. And I'm just going to agree with you, dude. Guys, 2 days of doing this straight, and sometimes you miss the obvious. Especially when you're on a headset and you're trying to talk to an audience. You know, there's definitely that idea of like, man, I want to be brilliant for you! And you end up sounding like you're the worst idiot in the world. By the way, doing all of these videos have given me so much more appreciation for other YouTubers who make video game movies of their gameplay. Seriously, it's so easy to think and be a good conversationalist in other places,
I'll get us through this door.
and then be
Hang
doing
on.
this and sound like a complete idiot.
Watch your backs, they're flanking us.
Ah, yes. Another moment where the devs repeated the look of their bad guys. At least these guys have different colored lightsabers than each other. That is a really neat armor set that they were wearing, by the way. That chest piece is actually craftable if you're a Sith Weaver. Looks really good on Sith Warriors. I gotta get into a fight quick. I popped focus defense at the end of that by mistake. So I'm trying to go in and get hit really quick, so I don't waste it. Ah, it's already toast. Dang it. Wasted cooldown. No problem. We'll just put Kira on heal. I pretty much feel, you know, invincible when she's on heal mode, man. The first time I played this game, I basically kept a companion on heal, you know, as soon as I got my healer. And the first class I ever played was actually the Jedi Consular, and I played a Jedi Shadow. I also leveled him as a tank, which is not something I would recommend to any other players. A lot of the stuff that I recommend, guys, comes from experience, of good and bad, of things that I've done before. And one of the things was he gets his healer kind of late, you know, compared to some of the other, you know, characters out there in the game. So he gets a healer companion on Nar Shaddaa, and I basically had to have him by my side the entire time, even though I wasn't really wild about the character who played his healer. So this has just been a massive relief, and you can tell you've gotten better and your characters are more powerful. I feel the less you need to maintain a character in heal stance.
General, the chemical plant is ours. The Sith never finished their bomb.
After all our time together, I never expected anything less. Your Jedi army sent the Empire packing. Every weapon factory in the sector is now ours, and we're turning those munitions against the enemy. Even better, there were no casualties among your people. It's a rock-solid victory.
Nice.
The man directing our enemy is still at large.
My people will root out Master Braga's hiding place. We just need more time. Republic forces have just engaged the Empire in the Axial Park sector. The fighting is heavy, and SIS reports plenty of Sith activity.
Well, we know Master Braga isn't here.
I already have people in Axial Park at these coordinates. I'll alert the other Jedi to meet you there. Marsuthra, out.
Like I said, guys, a little bit of filler. Obviously, our objective is to get to Tol Braga. Tol Braga is in the government district. I'm just gonna spoil that right away.
Congratulations. You saved all my weapon factories at the expense of my company's assets.
Blah, blah,
The
blah.
Empire stole all our precious resources. My company lost billions to those scum. Farewell, Jedi.
Whatever. Anyway, no matter what you do, you can't please everyone all the time. Alright, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this part of the leg of the story of Corellia. I gotta admit, this is not my favorite part of Corellia. My favorite part is really, it's coming up, guys, and you just gotta, sometimes you gotta push through the suck to get to the great. The awesome parts are definitely coming. So, stick around. We will hopefully see you next time. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them below. And, yeah, if you guys are interested in joining in this game and trying out some of the character classes, like you've seen the Jedi Knight, man, you have yet to try, you know, a gunslinger slash, you know, sniper, you know, a Jedi Shadow, you know, if you want to play the Sith, bounty hunter. I mean, seriously, guys, it's awesome. So, I have a new friend referral link in the body of every one of the videos I put out for Star Wars The Old Republic. Click on that, get some free game time, jump on in, have some fun. It's a free-to-play game, so, you know, it doesn't cost you anything to just give it a shot. All right, hope you guys are having a great one, and we'll see you next time.